On the 18th of November, 9 cars took on Firetruck Hill. This is their story.
Start of the day to lead Firetruck Hill by me, apparently, because someone thought that was a great idea, Alison. So we're here, waiting on the last people to arrive, and then it'll be go time. It was a beautiful day for a trip, so not long after hitting the dirt road, we aired down to what we would be comfortable driving in. Then we hit Firetruck Hill. As you can see from the images, it's quite steep, but really it doesn't do it any justice at all. We then had to build a part of the track to make sure that we wouldn't die. Good thing is we didn't die. But here's my attempt at trying to. It was nervous. It was heart in mouth moment right there. But boom, made it. Made it in one piece. And being the leader, I had to show by example of what to do and to remain calm, which I was not. But don't tell anyone that. Here's another angle of the approach down to Firetruck Hill. And you can see that Kevin did it a bit better than me. I started the climb up, and it's very tight. You need to make sure that you're sticking really close to those trees. So much so that I personally put in my mirrors so I wouldn't be clipping trees with them. But as you're coming up, there is a good chance that you're going to be on 3 wheels at one stage. There's a chance you're going to be holding your breath. But I do recommend to breathe. And I did do that this time, thankfully. Then Drew came up and had a go. And he came up quite nicely, nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race sometimes in this 4-wheel drive game. But then, on occasion, you might get a little bit stuck. But what you need to do is exactly what Drew's showing here, is to reverse back and give it a bit more go juice. And he does that and gets up that part that was making him stick. Then we had Ed and Pony come up, and they did quite nicely until later, and I'll point it out. And there was a bit of a tight squeeze getting through a couple of trees for people that chose to go that way, like I did myself. But by this point, you knew that you were safe, you'd made the hard part. This was the other way that you could come up as well, through the middle of the trees. So it was really your choice. And we were able to squeeze through, and everyone made it up safely and in one piece, which is what we wanted. One piece is a good thing. Steve, God love him, jumped in with people. Shit! Oh! I had to pause there just to show the audio of the bang into the tree by Ed. No damage, thankfully. So everyone made their way up. So you can see how far down he is. I've walked down the hill a bit more so I can see the base of it. And this is Steve. So he's a legend and helped everyone out that needed it, including myself. And now it's his turn to come up. He's doing really well. Last trip for the Prado. I was lucky to jump in with Steve for the last little bit. He said, "Hey, do you want to lift up?" Who was I to say no, while everyone else had to continue their walk up the hill. And Alison saying goodbye to the Prado for their last trip. But tell you what, the view from the top is worthwhile. Then we continued on and drove into the national park, Barangaroo National Park that is. And then we drove down towards Cox's River. It's a beautiful day out. And you can see it's a bit of a rocky drive along the edge of the river. And then we go in. It's absolutely the lowest I've ever seen the river. I've been on this river a number of times and has never been this low before, which just goes to show that drought's happening.
When he's got the GoPro.
Let's follow an idiot. There. Here we have Ed, who's very special.
I'm going to take my shoes off and dip my feet in.
that you're special. We love you, Ed. As super duper. Cold and refreshing on a beautiful day. Up here we have, in the distance, is where we parked to check out Firetruck Hill. That is Firetruck Hill. And there's Ed being Ed.
He's crazy.
Yes, he is. We can see that. And so can everybody else on the video. It was even warm enough that some of us wanted to go for a swim. And on the second climb, it was also a little bit daunting. Have a look at this almost rollover by Rupam. Thankfully, he survived, and we all were grateful about that. And a little water crossing on the way out, nothing like we've done though. And then the nice flat, the evenness. We have survived the trip. I have led, and people are still alive. Winning. So if you ever want to lead a trip, just do it, because it's not that scary. Little bit. But as long as they live, that's all that matters. So what was the best thing about the trip today? The pizza. Not good enough. Cut.
Me swimming in the river.
Swimming in the river. What about you, Bonnie?
The Firetruck Hill job. The Firetruck Hill, for sure.
Firetruck Hill.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Good. What was your favourite part of the trip?
What wasn't hard? All of it was fun.
All of
lot of it, yeah.
I'll take that.
Watching everyone's faces when they got up the hill and going, yes, that was the best part, I'd say.
The satisfaction.
The satisfaction of being able to make it and not break it.
Yes.
That's it.
Nice.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you. Drew. Hi. What's your favourite part of today's trip?
Not having to go to the bank and asking for money to repair my car.
I was waiting for it.
Because I don't mind doing it, I just don't enjoy it.
No, fair call. Very good point. Alright, moving up. What's your favourite part of the trip?
Along his lines, not having to go to my wife and tell her I have to place something on my bed.
Not having to tell the wife you broke something. And over here, what's your favourite part of today's trip?
Not rolling over.
Not rolling over.
That was our favourite too.
I'm also glad you did not roll over.
Learning how not to roll over.
Good.
Our favourite part was watching your ass and not rolling over. That was a good part.
Yeah, not rolling over is a good one. What's your one?
Being with good company.
Good company.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it. And you guys?
Favourite part of the day was seeing Wendy lead her first trip.
Yay!
And mine was staying awake long enough to get my cider.
Yes, it was. Good on. And lucky last over here, what was your favourite part of the trip?
Firetruck Hill, yeah.
Firetruck Hill?
Pizza.
And the pizza. Wash it all down.
Did you go pizza?
Excellent.
I didn't know that was part of the trip.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, wrong one. Oh, sorry.
They were not promised snacks at all. But they did get a sticker. I'll show you that later. I just wanted to say a very big thank you to those that came along on my very first trip. And I'm glad we had such a great day. And I can't wait to get out there on the tracks again and lead people to see the best places that we have on Earth.